Good morning, folks. It's Friday morning. Cheers. See, I made a couple of videos of my reloading setup, and a guy named Mike asked me to do a part 3 to the video to show him my press setup. As I pointed out in the video, I use a Lee hand press. It's not a bench mounted one, it's a hand press. It's portable, I can take it anywhere. I can throw all of my reloading stuff in an ammo can, take it with me anywhere I want to go, and reload from anywhere. Take it down to the gun range. I can, basically load from anywhere. So anyway, Mike, this is for you. And anybody else who's curious. I understand what it's like to be a new reloader and have questions and you need them answered, so I don't mind answering them if I can. So I use RCBS dies. Let me get the whole package here. I'll show it to you. Okay, this die that I have my finger on, that one there sizes your die. It shrinks it back because when you fire it, your die will expand. Your shell case will expand a little bit. This one here brings it back down to where it's supposed to be, the correct diameter. And it has a pin on it, you can see right here. That pin pops out your primer. And then I use a Frankfurt Arsenal perfect priming tool to reprime my cases. This tool right here, this die, that one expands the neck on your case a little bit so you can seat your bullet in there. And then pretty much that's really all it does. It just expands the neck. And your last one here will seat your bullet, and it'll crimp it. I just use it for seating the bullet because I use a Lee factory die. A Lee die, factory die, to crimp my bullets, and they do a much better job. They actually crimp your bullets and resize the whole case again as it goes down. But yeah, I use RCBS dies, and I'll point out something to you here. RCBS dies come with these locking rings, and you can see right here it has an Allen screw. Allen screw the hole goes right to the back here, and you tighten that down so that it doesn't move on the die. Well, I hate these things. I've had these brass set screws strip on me before. I had them leave dings in the threads. I just can't stand them. I like RCBS dies. I just hate their rings. So I bought some Hornady locking rings, and as you can see, the Hornady rings, they have a set screw right here on the side, and that pinches it shut so it can't move, which doesn't damage the threads and doesn't strip on you. See how that has a space there, and when you tighten it, it pinches it and it don't move anywhere. So pretty much all you have to do is just like any other die, you just run it down in there. Sometimes it's hard for me to work with the camera, I don't know. Camera challenged, I guess. By the way, I got that pin way out too far. Come on. Alright. So you lock it in like that, spin this around, and then you have Your little Allen wrench right here. You tighten that, and it's not going nowhere. And then as you put your case in here and you push up on it, it'll size your case and it'll pop your old primer out. And the old primer just goes down into this tube and stays there until you dump it. And the rest of the dies work the same way. They work exactly like they would on any other bench press, except for these you do by hand. Just like that. That's simple. So anyway, that's my, what do you call it there, press setup. I don't have a bench mounted one. I never load more than 50 cartridges at a time. You know, I just don't have a need to. It's a hobby for me. Some people want to be able to load 400 and 500 and 600 in an hour. I'm not that guy. I'm perfectly happy using this. Reloading components now are getting so expensive I couldn't afford to reload 4, 5, 6, 700 of them at a time anyway. So this one works well for my needs. When my wife and I were full-time RVing, I had this with us on the road, and one of the campgrounds we worked at had a shooting range 1 mile down the road. So I was able to reload my own ammunition, go down to the range. It was a free range, you could use it. You can put, like I said, you can load your ammo from anywhere with this here. And as far as I'm concerned, it works just as good as a bench press. Maybe not as fast as some, but just as good. Well, thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. God bless you. Have a good weekend.